Why, hello. Midway Piper here. I hope all is going well. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Pipes and Books. At least normally it is. Used to be. My schedule's been kind of off, but we're going to get back to it. I've had a great reading week. Found a couple of new authors that I've really been enjoying. So, wanted to share that with you guys. First things first, housekeeping. Morgan Bones poker. You know the one with the big old gnarly scar. Coloring up wonderfully. And in it, I have some Boswell's Countryside. So, I realized I haven't had any Latakia mixes for a while, so it sounded good. And on book haul videos and readings and whatnot, it's nice to have a poker so I can just put it down if I need to. So it's going to be a bit of a what I'm reading, what I have read, and a little bit of a book haul as well today. So I'm going to have a little bit of all of it together. First thing, I started and finished one book. I think I showed it to you earlier. Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay McLeod Chapman. Ooh, what a good book. What a good book. I tell you. It is a book about possession, being possessed, but with a very modern twist. So there are lots of people who get possessed by the news. There are crunchy granola moms that get... Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's two daddy long legs that just got into an epic fight in front of me. Okay, anyways, a bunch of crunchy granola moms that get possessed by the... get possessed by the Instagram life. The book takes part in three sort of chunks. The first chunk is sort of the introduction to some of the characters and the discovery of some of the first possessed people. The second part is sort of what happened prior to that. And the third part is what happened after that first section. Interesting way of putting it all together. Very good, though. Very good book. I would highly recommend. There's definitely a little bit of a political leaning here. If it offends you, all the more to the point of the book. I would highly recommend Wake Up and Open Your Eyes by Clay McLeod Chapman. This is a fantastic book. It is a horror book with a touch of, no, more than a touch of reality to it. Highly recommend that one. Okay, so I started that and finished that this week. Next book, I think I showed you this as well. John Scalzi, Red Shirts. Um, a quarter of the way through the book. Very enjoyable read. Um, Absolutely love his narration style. Um, I picked this book up a while ago and just getting to reading it now. Highly recommend as well. So far, quarter of the way through the book, but if it goes the way that all his other books go, I won't have any complaints about it. So John Scalzi's Red Shirts. Along those lines, just a quick jump over to the last books of his that I haven't read is a series. It's the Old Man's War series. And I had the first book. It's sort of like a newer printing of them. Old Man's War. I was at the bookstore today to pick up something else, and, well, wouldn't you know it, they had the others too. So, there is a new one coming out. But, look at that. Beautiful. So, yeah. Old Man's War. The Ghost Brigades. The Last Colony. Zoe's Tale. And The Human Division. So, I will be getting into that series shortly. Good to have. Completely unrelated note to any of that. I got this one today in the mail from Amazon. This is by Napoleon Hill. It's about Andrew Carnegie. And Napoleon Hill, actually interviewed Andrew Carnegie. And this is a book about what made Andrew Carnegie so successful, shall we say. Think and Grow Rich. That's the book that Napoleon Hill is most well known for. But this is based off his interviews with Andrew Carnegie. So, it sounded interesting to me, so I figured I'd pick it up. And I do prefer hardcovers, so it was like $1 more. Why not? And then finally, hold on. Here we are. All right. The Clay McLeod Chapman book. I actually ordered on eBay. I found pretty much the rest of his novels. So those will be arriving over the next week or so. I really enjoyed that book from him. The other new author that I found just the other day is Eli Craner. And really been enjoying his stuff as well. Watched many interviews with him. Sounds very interesting. And I have started about halfway through this book right here called Broiler. And it's a very interesting novel. It takes place in Arkansas. And as the name kind of hints, it is about a chicken processing plant. And it follows essentially four main characters. So we have Edwin and Gabriella, and they are a couple, not married, but living together. They are children of immigrants, very poor, and they are line workers in the chicken processing plant. So that's half the main characters. And then the other half are Luke and his wife Mimi. And so Luke is the manager of this plant, this chicken processing plant. Him and his wife Mimi have a 6-month-old child. And his goal is to make the plant very successful and to get a promotion. He's a very driven individual to the point of using and abusing the workers at the plant. And so the plant is sort of the central point of this entire story. And it's interesting to see both sides and what happens. I'll say that. That's all I'll say, I guess. So that's Broiler. And then I also picked up Mississippi Blue 42 by Eli Craner. And there's the author. So just some background on, before I tell you what this book is about. The nationally best-selling Edgar Award-winning author, played quarterback at every level, Pee-wee to professional. These days he serves as a writer in residence at Arkansas Tech. So this book, Special Agent Ray Johnson grew up on the football fields alongside her father, a national championship winning coach, which is exactly why, fresh out of Quantico, she's sent down to Compson, Mississippi, to investigate the illicit money flowing into a bustling football program in the heart of the Delta. But 2 days into the assignment, things take a dire turn when the university's star quarterback is flung from the roof of a college bar, lands on a bag of money, and dies. Hoping to turn a routine fraud case into a career-defining bust, Ray ingratiates herself with the fans, coaches, players, and politicians who make up the university's complex social hierarchy. With rumors of corruption rustling through the kudzu vines, Ray soon realizes there's more to the game than she'd learned as a child, and in order to win, she'll have to put all her father's lessons to the ultimate test. So a nice, interesting mix of his football background and interest with sort of crime novel. I've got one other book of his coming in the mail as well. Ozark Dogs is the other one of his books that I have coming my way. So that should be coming next week in the mail as well. So yeah, that's what I've got going on right now. I'm going to keep reading Red Shirts. That one is a physical sit down and read, so that'll keep me, I'll be going on that for a little while still. And then after I finish Broiler, I don't know yet. We will see. I'm not sure which is the next book that I will start reading, but I have several downloaded. There's a very strong likelihood it is either going to be another Clay McLeod Chapman book or Eli Craner book. I'm not sure which of the two yet, but those are both authors that I've just discovered this week, and really enjoyed what I've read so far from them. So, yeah. We had some rain last night, which was unexpected. I was working at the gym, and the windows in the gym are tinted, and so I did not realize that it poured until I left the gym and got in my car to leave, and it was wet. And as you can see behind me, all the leaves and everything there, fall's coming a bit early this year, it seems. Starting to get a lot of leaves down on the ground already, even though it's just the beginning of September. What can you do? It is what it is. But yeah, good week of reading stuff. It's been a little while since I've been super excited about what I'm reading, but this week has been a very good one. So yeah, I think that's it. Just gonna finish this bowl and then do some quick grocery shopping. Go pick up my son from school. And then he wants to play some Minecraft Dungeons with me, which is a game on his Switch. And I generally, on days that I'm working at the gym, I don't have time. It's a game where you go through different dungeons and fight off all the baddies and all that kind of stuff. But the dungeons are long, which is great normally. But when I normally don't have enough time between coming home from work and making dinners and then going back to work. He's doing karate twice a week now as well, so there's not too much time normally. But today's Friday. I'm home from work. He won't have homework. No plans for after school, so that'll be it. Play some Minecraft Dungeons and move on. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for today. Anything else comes up, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. Have a good one.